I might need to get glasses again. I bought a hole punch on Amazon. Schoolboy error, guys. And I can see a problem straight away, guys. Here's the problem. I've cut the hole in the wrong place. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how I managed to save my 5-digit reference Submariner from the scrap heap. Not really. I bought this watch in the height. I paid almost £10,000 for this Submariner, and if I sold it today, I would get about £7,500 from a dealer and £8,500 privately. I tried to sell it about 2 months ago for one reason that I didn't disclose, but now I'm going to come clean. It's the bracelet. It's just dreadful compared to a modern Rolex bracelet. Let me explain. When you take a modern Rolex, let's say this green OP, it fits the wrist beautifully. It doesn't have a rattle when you shake it. And what's key about the watch is, let's say you're in the summer, you have a lot of drinks or you have a bath, whatever, and you put the watch back on and it's a bit tight. You just pop this out and then you can wear your watch and there isn't an issue with the watch being tight anymore. Absolutely incredible. If you have a modern Rolex, there is absolutely no need to change the bracelet. It drives me nuts when I see a modern Rolex on anything else but its bracelet. And the problem with the Submariner is this is a brand new old stock bracelet that I ordered from Rolex at a cost of over £1,000. I was under the impression that, okay, it's an old Rolex and all you have to do is get a new bracelet. I love a 5-digit reference Submariner. I like the thinness of the case, I like the non-date, and I like the fact that it's a 40mm watch on the wrist. It just sits beautifully on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. What I don't like is this. You hear the rattle? What I also don't like is that there's no micro adjustment on the clasp. And when I have worn this watch, I just felt like, you know, I need to do something with this watch to make it more comfortable. And then it dawned on me. Well, there's an interesting story, guys. I was filming this video yesterday. I was in mid-flow. I was 5 minutes in and this happened. My neighbor decided to get a strimmer out right outside my window. Infuriating, killed the video. I then went out, had lunch with the wife, came back and did a completely different video. It is now first thing in the morning and I literally woke up. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to get this video done. And I thought, you know, you guys are not watching the channel to see what I look like. You're watching this channel to maybe learn something. So we're going to crack on with it this morning. I've also noticed that one of my eyes isn't directly straight. That's another problem I'm going to have to deal with later. That's probably because I'm tired. When I was younger, I had a sleepy eye and I used to have to wear glasses. I might need to get glasses again. Right, so where was I? I realized that the bracelet on my older sub was just a no-go. And then I reminded myself that my favorite watch, my Panerai, has a similar problem. I only purchased the watch because Atom created a Hydroflex strap that was absolutely perfect for the watch, and it has never come off a Hydroflex strap since I purchased it. I have a khaki green one and I have a blue one. Let me get the blue one out to show you. So that's the blue HydroFlex strap. See that? And it's one solid piece, and that's the point of this video. And what you're about to see is something very brave of Brenny, and will probably go wrong because I'm doing it on camera. Let's take this watch off. And let's put the strap on. So if we put it on the third position, which is right here, third position, push it in, and we try and wear the watch. It just feels a bit tight. It's just too tight for me. Do you see there's no movement there? Well, that's just too tight for Brenny. Let's go back to the Panerai, which is on the third position, and it's just got a little bit more freedom. Does that make sense? So the solution would be to go down one. Very simple. Pull it up, push it in, but then it sits too high, guys. It's genuinely sitting way too high. It's too loose. It's ridiculously loose. And then it dawned on me that what I'm going to have to do is put a hole between 3 and 4 to get the watch to fit better. And I thought about it for a month or two, and then I thought, right, how do I punch a hole right there? See that? How do you put a hole through a strap? And I could have done a hot needle straight through, but I wanted to be very accurate. I didn't want to damage this strap. And then I thought, you should be all right because it's one piece. I have sailcloth straps that are made up of component parts, and I know if I try and stab a hole through them, it's going to cause me a problem later. It might start to fray. And then I thought to myself, why don't you just buy a hole punch? Which is what I did, guys. I bought a hole punch on Amazon. And in this video, I'm about to hole punch my very expensive HydroFlex strap. I just got to make sure I put it in the right place. I've just got to remember to put the hole between 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Remind me, guys, 3 and 4. Ready? What? I'm at the wrong place. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dave. What would I do without you, Dave? Right, guys, I was about to cut it between 3 and 4 this way around. And then I realized if I turn it over, I get a more precise pinpoint by doing it in reverse. It allows me to see exactly where I need to be before I do the hole punch. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, you gotta do it right. The good news is it worked. I'm just slightly off center, guys. If you have a look, slightly off center. I did it from reverse and I think I'm bob on, but when it came out the other side, it was slightly off. If you do it, don't do it from reverse. At least I'm the one that's shown you how to do it wrong so that you can get it right yourself next time. Let's just see if it fits. I'm pretty sure it will, guys, because it's rubber. HydroFlex rubber. Oh, weather HydroFlex. Will it work? There you go. Success, guys. Put the other strap on here. And I can see a problem straight away, guys. Here's the problem. I've cut the hole in the wrong place. It should have been between 3 and 4, and I cut it between 4 and 5. At least I'm making these mistakes, not you guys. How I did it was I used these as my point of reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, which meant I cut it between 3 and 4. And when I took the strap off the bracelet, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, when really I should have cut it here. Schoolboy error, guys. Schoolboy error. Not messing around this time. I'm going to go straight through the strap like that. Got a lot more confidence this time. Let's see if I did it centered. I did. The key thing about the Brenny show is Brenny will try anything. The first error was I used these as my reference points when it should be this as my reference points. I strongly recommend, if you're about to do this, that you mark it while it's on the wrist like that, so you know you're going to put the hole in the right place. And don't do it in reverse like my first idea. If you look now, if you do it straight down, you get it centered and centered. If you do it in reverse, you get slightly to cock. There's always a silver cloud, guys. The holes that I put on the strap, you're never going to see them, guys, because they are hidden by the clasp. Thank God for that. This on here like so, straight in, and now we can put it in the right position, which we said was between 3 and 4, and it fits perfectly. See that, guys? Fits perfectly between 3 and 4. It's been a real learning curve for Brenny, and I hope that if you've watched this video, you now don't make the same mistake I just did. I needed to cut the hole between 3 and 4, and when I took the strap off the watch, I cut it between 3 and 4, but the wrong way round. That problem didn't bother me because I knew that when you close the watch, you're never going to see it. See that, guys? And there is the evidence. The first hole and the second hole and the hole punch worked. This is a 2mm hole punch. Make sure you buy the right one. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not affiliated with Amazon. I'm just going to put a link in the description to save you guys the trouble of finding the correct one. And I've never done this. I have never tried this watch on with the strap set to what I'm hoping will be the optimal position. Oh, wow. Wow. Problem sorted. Who would have thought to get the strap to fit perfect, all you had to do is take a risk and put a bloody hole right through the strap. My amazing Hydroflex strap. It's all one rubber, which means you don't affect the integrity of the strap. And just look at it, guys. Look at the watch now on the wrist. With this strap and the fact that it now fits better, it's loose, but not too loose. Problem solved. I hope you understood the reason for this video, and I hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next Brenny video.